Well, now that you know what the weather's going to look like, I need you to do one thing with me, Mzansi, and that's to breathe in and out. Let's do this together, okay? Now, if you struggled to do exactly that, don't you worry, I got you covered, because welcome to Allergy 101. Today we'll be uncovering how to identify and manage allergies to help you breathe easier and also feel your best. And joining us on the couch this morning is hospital pharmacist as well as Sahib, Cape Western Province Chairman. We've got Brent Sinhage in the building. Brent, welcome back. Thank you for being here. And thank you for getting involved in our Allergy 101, because there's some questions that we got to get through. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get into the first one. What are some of the most common symptoms when it comes to allergies? Because we have to distinguish between what are symptoms with allergies and then flu or cold symptoms. So how do we sort of distinguish those?
So we have a lot of patients who come into the pharmacy and they're complaining that they have flu. But I think a lot of the times patients use that term flu as just, ill health. They're feeling down, they're feeling run down. But it's often confused with it could just be allergies. So when we're talking colds and flus, so your cold, you have your runny, stuffy nose, you can have maybe a mild cough and a bit of a sore throat. But when you're talking about flu, it's a much more severe symptoms. And it's also always characterized with a fever. You're not going to have a fever if you have allergies or a cold. You also, with your fever, you're going to get your body aches, your fatigue, and a headache. And when we're talking allergies, you're also going to have your runny and stuffy nose, which is what makes you confused that it could be something else. But an important thing to look out for is the eyes. So if you have red, itchy eyes, then that's characterizing an allergy symptom rather than colds or flu.
Okay, and that's usually the point that we go, okay, this is the difference between the two. I love that. So your eyes, check on your eyes. We got it. Okay, when it comes to seasonal allergies, I mean, we're just days away from officially heading into summer. They say around the 21st, somewhere there. So as we are in this transitional period, indoor allergies versus seasonal allergies, what are the triggers and symptoms?
So seasonal allergies or outdoor allergies, you're going to be triggered by pollen. And that can come from trees, grass, weeds, that sort of stuff. And these are sort of season dependent. So depending on the time of the year is what kind of seasonal allergies you're going to get. Your indoor allergies, those can happen any time of the year. You're going to find them indoors. You've got your dust mites, mold, cockroach droppings, those sort of things, and pet dander especially. And that's going to cause your normal allergy symptoms, especially watery and itchy eyes. So essentially, all year round is an indoor allergy. Season or time dependent is your seasonal allergies.
Interesting. Sorry, you got me at cockroach droppings, because I never even heard of this before. As if cockroaches are not enough, now we got to watch out for what they leave behind. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think that you got to bring us some good news when it comes to managing these allergies. How exactly do we go about doing that, especially on the daily? Because some of us do struggle, so where do we even begin?
So there's a lot of different things you can do. First things first is try and reduce your exposure to these allergens. So if it's a dry, windy day and you're an allergy sufferer, try and stay indoors. If you have unavoidable outdoor chores, when you come back inside, just try and take a shower, change your clothes, get rid of those allergies that you don't want to spread through the house. And smoke and secondhand smoke. They definitely worsen your allergy symptoms, and you want to try and avoid those. Another really cool thing that you can do to be proactive is there's a website called pollencount.co.za. It's called the Real Pollen Count. It's created and it's managed by the UCT Lung Institute Allergy and Immunology Clinic. And is what they do, they sample allergy and pollen counts around the country, and they have these reports that those with allergies can actually go have a look, see what the index is in their city, in their area, and proactively take their antihistamine tablets to prevent the symptoms that they might have later on in the day. If you're going for a run or going outdoors, you can have a look at what your allergy count is in your area.
Oh my goodness, I love that we've got tools nowadays to be able to do this, so we can feel fully prepared before even stepping outside our houses. But if we are in our houses, we're moving around. I know nasal decongestions are always the way to go. So can you tell me a little bit more about this and the benefits that they do provide?
So nasal decongestants are a nice, quick, easy relief. They work by reducing the swelling that happens in your nasal passages, and that's what helps you breathe easier. And they also help with reducing that sinus pressure and the pain that you could get along the sides of your nose. But it's always important. A couple of weeks ago, we spoke about nasal decongestants, and I mentioned the 4 Ds. So you want to just bear in mind that directions, duration, disease, and drug. So just very quickly to go over them again, directions, you want to make sure you're using it correctly, because correct technique means you're going to get the best out of it. Duration, you don't want to go for more than 5 to 7 days. Anything more than that, you can cause rebound congestion, and that's not something you want, and it's quite a big problem we have at the moment. Next is disease, is if it's continuing for a very long time, it's persistent, it's chronic, there might be some underlying problem that you need to address. So then it's time to go and see your pharmacist again or your doctor. And finally, drug. As good as these nasal decongestants are, they're not always the answer. So there are other drug options available, such as oral antihistamines, there's saline nasal sprays, and just chat to your pharmacist. There's a lot of over-the-counter solutions we have for you.
I love that. 4 Ds to bear in mind. And if they persist beyond that 7-day period, he is your guy. Go chat to your nearest pharmacist to make sure that you are good when it comes to breathing easily and also managing your symptoms and managing your breathing going forward. Thank you so much, Brent, for always coming through with the knowledge. I feel prepared. How about you, Ral? You feeling good?